Howdy, all you delicious people. Today I really, I'm having issues recording this game. I really recording it a lot because I really love it, but there's just some stuff that just doesn't want to come on camera for some reason. Um, there even was one level that didn't show up while I was recording, and um I had to completely re put together this character and start from scratch all the way over again to just get one level covered. Luckily, there wasn't a mass amount of this character through the story for me to double back and redo the whole story again. Um, but eventually, not in this episode, but in the episodes to come, you're going to see a slight difference to this character. Maybe for the better, because I think I kind of I don't know. I think a lot of people while I was playing, a lot of people were like strangely just like kind of like waving at me, or they were saluting me or something like that, and I was just like, okay, maybe somebody maybe saw this video, maybe somebody saw me while they're playing and knew who I was or something. I don't know, or maybe they just it's just one of those like they appreciated the craftsmanship of the hero or what have you. But I didn't even know how to respond. So if anything, I do appreciate those people who kind of did like give me kind of like a wave or something, and I had no clue how to respond. Eventually, I saw to hit the down button and respond. But I'm gonna get down here and talk about some of the things that are coming up. And I honestly, considering how I think better I ended up once I kind of changed a lot of things around on this character, I honestly really want to just go back through the villain story and kind of just really touch up on a lot of things, really make that character better. Because he was really my first shot at that, and or the first shot at doing this game, and I think I can just do things better. I think I can do certain things that probably can get me quicker through the game and what have you. But I have so much to talk about, so let's get on with this, and then I'll just kind of talk while we go.
Congrats! Now that you're off the ship, I'm Oracle. You've just teleported into Gotham's Ninth Precinct Station, one of the many Justice League safe houses we keep in Gotham and Metropolis. Safe houses are where you'll find contacts for missions, mailboxes, vendors, and the teleporter to the Justice League Watchtower.
It's honestly kind of weird going through this.
This is Batman. I understand you just destroyed a Brainiac harvester ship. Impressive. Let's see if you can handle hero work on the ground. The Scarecrow has escaped from Arkham Asylum and is filling the East End with fear gas.
Because I've done this twice, and then on top of that, it's just kind of weird going through the beginning of this. Just like, man, I'm so far from where this is. But yeah, the character is going to look slightly different, but not a huge overall change. So if people are looking for consistency, there is going to be that. Again, I am kind of interested in just going back through the villain story and hopefully maybe cleaning up some stuff and maybe changing the character around. Just because I think I can do it better this time around. And the longer that I wait to change that character, the longer I won't want to. But realistically,
Welcome to a typical night in Gotham. Scarecrow's gang has overrun the East End, pumping fear gas into the atmosphere. They're using an abandoned construction site to distribute fear gas foggers to the rest of Gotham. Shut them down before they panic the entire city.
because I know some people could probably say it's like, well, like, why,
Don't hurt me!
if you just want to cosmetically change the character, why go through that length of starting all the way over? I think there was some level stuff that just didn't show up, like the tutorial of the villain thing didn't show up. I started at level 5 for that, so it's just kind of like there was so much stuff that I think ended up getting lost in the shuffle of things. But yeah, so if anything, I maybe just want to back over some things, change some things, and because really that was my first real shot at making a character. But I don't know.
Scarecrow's thugs are as crazy as he is, and that's saying something. The more of them you put back in Arkham Asylum, the better.
Realistically, I could probably just do a simple recap
The
episode.
gas areas of the East End are a living nightmare. Gotham Hazmat is overwhelmed. Help them maintain control, but be careful. The gas will make you pick up on the fears of those around you.
But yeah, in the episodes to come, if people were happy about like a super speed character, yeah, that might change in the newer episodes, because I am going to be flying in the other episodes. Super speed was okay. It was just at some points very cumbersome. Sometimes I don't feel it really did get the job done sometimes. But yeah, I'm just kind of, I might just end up having to do a villain, Xerxes, Grim Death recap. Just kind of, hey, like, here's a new character, but here's kind of a recap of some things that you might have missed, while I couldn't get them out for some reason. There are some things in here that for some reason just didn't want to record. Every time I did some, every time I seemed to do something in Chaos Gotham, it just didn't want to record anything. It was kind of cool to do.
Experiment 910. To equate the nervousness of a first date with the sheer terror one must feel in a plane crash does a disservice to us all.
It was really cool to be able to do all the things that I did. And like to be involved with like Justice League Dark was kind of cool to be in Chaos Gotham and to be involved with Justice League Dark. But then I was like, man, this is what I've always wanted, is to be involved in Justice League Dark, and then to look at the recordings and see for some reason nothing showed up was just a huge crushing thing to me. And I was just like, well, why didn't this show up? Like, I thought I recorded. I tried to record Chaos Gotham twice. It didn't go. So, there's just some stuff that doesn't want to be covered in this game. I don't know why. Maybe there's some kind of...
Good thing you're here. I sent my team in, but Scarecrow's goons are still pumping gas into the air and taking out any hazmat they see. Can you help us out?
I don't know. But yeah, there's sometimes some scenes for PS4 that just doesn't want to record, which is weird. But yeah, again, but if anybody liked the way the first things were done, just kind of realize that, like, change is okay. And yeah, there's so many things that I hope will probably be better the second time around. But again, realize that I'm not going to just go all the way back to just to get a view, just to get a video out. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing the tutorial all over again, and I'm starting from scratch. No, I'm just gonna continue where I left off and try to do something better. Try to do something that I think will get the game done much faster than I was doing. Because I was new to the game. I didn't think that I don't know, I didn't think that I was, like, I thought I was giving the best options for myself, but then maybe I wasn't. Yeah. But again, I just kind of want to put my best foot forward.
Good job smashing those foggers.
And
Scarecrow's gas creates hallucinations from the fear centers of the brain. So strong they can cause trauma, even death.
I've given Dr. Leslie Tompkins an antidote for the gas, but that's not enough to stop Scarecrow's thugs. We have to get the fear gas barrels off the street. Get to their supply depot by the chemical factory. No matter what you see, don't let the effects of the fear gas scare you off.
I don't know.
Got fear gas barrels all over the place out there. We sent hazmat teams to find and secure any barrels they find. If you see any, give them a hand, will you?
I don't know, I hope the volume is loud enough, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Take this fear gas barrel to the safe point.
But yeah,
That gas really has a hold on you. Better take care.
because I don't know what happened with the one storyline I was trying to do. It just kept having recording problems after recording problems. And I was like, why? I've never had this frequent of problems. And so yeah, I don't know. Like, you know, when you have so many reboots of comic books and what have you, a lot of times the reboots are better. So yeah, but I think there was other things that I probably wanted to mention. Probably I could mention, if you guys would like to donate to my PayPal, feel free. If you guys want to see some kind of DLC, like a Rage Lantern or Green Lantern or different power sets or what have you, the donation link is down below.
Hey, I'm one of the good guys.
Eventually, it would be great to, like, if I could consistently upload on a consistent basis, or just play this game consistently, to have a team of people that could consistently go with me on some of these missions, because some of these missions are freaking hard. It's kind of ridiculous how difficult with one person these missions can be, and that will be showcased in one of the missions eventually that I'll get to. But also, if you guys don't know, Justice League has a satellite in the sky called the Watchtower. If you don't know Justice League and you don't know that, but basically there was one thing that I didn't add into a video that I might
Experiment 504. The rostral anterior cingulate cortex gives us some semblance of control over our fear.
that I might just do on its own is a Watchtower tour, which is about 20 minutes in length.
The hallucinations get stronger the more you're exposed to the gas. Hang in there. Once we take out Scarecrow, the nightmare will end. For everyone.
If people are interested in seeing the Watchtower tour,
Find those barrels before some kid gets them.
I will toss in.
Dr. Tompkins has finished synthesizing my antidote, but Scarecrow's gang is assaulting the area to keep the doctors and Hazmat from helping anyone. Protect the doctors, and ensure as many citizens as possible get that antidote.
I will toss that in on its own, just a tour of the Watchtower, and I'll commentate over it. But if people doesn't really matter to them, more than likely I'll probably go into the Watchtower eventually.
Another costume freak. That's just what Gotham needs. Look, pal, I've got doctors distributing antidote, hazmat teams, getting air scrubbers running, and we're out to our donut holes in Scarecrow scum. So stop standing around and do something, or get lost.
Good old Bullock. Always the charmer. Yeah. Funny thing is, when I did this time, man, was it just really easy to get all these missions done. The second time around, I don't know what happened, but, doing the whole antidote thing with people, I could not.
Scarecrow's thugs are trying to disrupt the treatment.
I could not find a single citizen to get antidoted to, and then whenever I would find somebody, there'd be heroes like clamoring around it, and like I would just be like, man, I really just want to get this mission done. I've been flying around for like 40 minutes, just flying around trying to get something, but I don't want to steal anything from anybody. I think in one of the episodes that I did, I think somebody actually honestly just kind of approached one of my things and took one of the things from me, and I was like, you're welcome. You're welcome. Like, I fought like 4 to 6 guys to get these 2 things, and then somebody frickin' took one of them from me, and I'm like, really? But like, you'll just have to see what I mean eventually when that video comes out, because I was a little salty about that, because like, I'm like, dude, I'm doing this like alone. Like, if anybody wants to do a team up of any kind, like, hell yeah, like, then, because really when you get into a team, then like everyone gets that credit for that mission, whether you do it or somebody else does it, everyone on that team gets the credit. Where if you just kind of just did a mission with a buddy and you weren't teamed up together, then the credits are their own. But yeah, but I was...
Experiment 79. Like Ichabod fleeing the Headless Horseman, mediated thought is replaced with a stream of hysteria.
But yeah, I know a lot of people will probably say it's like, well, hey, like
Clear, here we come.
the recordings you did were fine on the other thing, and why go back? Like if these things aren't like hugely viewing whatever, isn't a little overkill. It's just like, well, like the thing of it is just the fact that I'm willing to put in the time. I'm really willing to put in the work. Because I actually enjoy this. To do it simply to back over it, it's no problem. Yeah, like the thing that kind of sucks about super speed is once you get like kind of shot up, you're just like you're basically walking. You're pretty much just walking. Like with flight, like you can at least like try to get away, but like for super speed, you're kind of just stuck there a little bit longer until you can get some real traction under your feet. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just kind of see how this goes. We'll kind of just see how.
You don't scare easy. And I mean Harvey Bullock, not just the fear gas.
Wait, I have to document this.
Yeah, but it
I've
was.
tracked Scarecrow's lair to the sewers beneath the East End. Batwoman has gone in, and she's out of comm contact. Not good. Get in there and end Scarecrow's reign of terror.
It was kind of interesting, though, how this game does tend to work. There are actually some missions that are. You can only do 2 to 4 people. And I'm like, huh? Like, what kind of crap is that? I'm like, shouldn't you do it to where people who played on their own and people who played in team, like, you're kind of forcing people to play it in teams, and like I guess that's kind of like the whole like online thing is like, well, hey, yeah, you can find anybody, make friends with them, and team up, but like, yeah, like freaking I get that, but it's just the whole thing of it is just kind of like, I don't know, like, say for example, if you were sick one day and you didn't do this game, then your friend did the game and you're teamed together. Does that team up kind of when you go back into the game? You're gonna be like way further into the game, and then like for me, like, oh, I didn't record that day. Oh crap, I missed all that stuff. Like, so like I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, it would just be, I don't know, it would be something interesting, different, what have you. I honestly like the way the newer version of this character kind of came out, because I kind of felt that the way it was done was kind of a little bit more me, because we'll explain that when we get to it, but because for me this looked very streamlined, and the way I went about the other character was a little bit more like gritty. Cause that's me. I like a couple examples of like characters that, like, when I look at certain characters, I want them to be gritty. Like for
No need to breathe deeply. Even the smallest whiff of the fear gas will do the trick.
like when I would want to do a hero like I would want my hero and or villain to be like Lobo, like Scarecrow, like
This whole place is filled with fear gas. Get those leaking barrels out of there and clear the air.
like Animal Man, like Ragman, like Spectre. Just characters with like very like
Embrace your terrors.
like when you look at these characters, they look very much. They stand out. They stand out in the crowd. That's how I wanted to play this game, was to have every single one of my characters really just be vastly different. A little bit of snafu there. Freaking a lot of guys. Like I said, you can kind of you can tell by me going through this mission how I just kind of went really well through the tutorial. This one I struggled a little bit because really I wasn't ready for the kind of preparation that I'd need to do to get through this. The second time around I kind of blow through it more because realistically I knew what to expect and I knew how to kind of prepare my shots and line up things and do this better, and probably went through a lot quicker. So that's probably again the reason why I want to just kind of want to see realistically if I went another direction with the other storyline that I was doing, maybe I'd just be better off. But I don't know, like, for me, again, I could come up with 100 different characters, and each one of them would be interesting, unique, and what have you. And freaking, if people are playing DC Universe Online right now, and you are uploading onto YouTube, let me know in the comments below. Freaking, I'll watch your videos, and, like, I'm not gonna, like, critique it or anything, because who am I? If anything, I just want to see different people's character designs, honestly. Just so I can be like, wow, like, that's... I never thought you could do that, or, like, wow. Like, here's a person that really took the time, and really just wanted something, that really expressed themselves.
That should clear out the gas in this area. Now hurry and find Batwoman before she's lost to Scarecrow's madness.
But yeah, freaking Batwoman in this episode right off the bat. That was really cool. To get Batwoman on here. I was like, man, they're really going for like the newest, the freshest characters. Instead of doing just formulaic.
More patience. Excellent. This one has already lost her grip on her senses. So let's begin your therapy, shall we? Fear is such an appetizing emotion. So many flavors, each one as delicious as the next. Allow me to serve you from a buffet of my favorite recipes.
The thing about this level, it is really.
Fear of betrayal.
It is really.
Having your closest allies stab you in the back. But since yours are so boring, I've cooked up my own versions. Enjoy.
It is really interesting. It is really creative. It's just it gets to a point where it just becomes very simple. I think because the game, like, eventually just kind of is like, well, we only have this kind of limitation, so this is what we're doing. But yeah.
This one's mine.
But yeah, but it is kind of interesting watching this back from the first time I actually played it, because it's like, man, like,
One of my favorites. Apetophobia, fear of reptiles. And since we're in a Gotham sewer, who better to represent it than Killer Croc?
it's like, man, second time around, I just kind of, like, pushed through a lot of this, and, because I didn't know what the heck to do before. Like, there was so many things about the first time I played this game that I was just like, what is this? But yeah, I think it's kind of, cool that I was able to quickly kind of rebound from that little snafu of simply missing a level. But, like, that's how much I care about what I do, and that's how much I care about this game, is restarting it all the way over, not a problem. Freaking, as long as it doesn't always keep happening, and what have you, like, I'm all for it. It's just, hopefully the second time around, people are like, oh, okay, yeah, I understood why. Like, it makes sense now that you went about it this way.
Favorites, astrophobia, the fear of thunder and lightning. Don't get zapped.
No, not lightning. We're indoors. How can there be lightning?
We're indoors, thunder and lightning and dwarfs. Yeah, it's just... There's honestly one thing about these big bosses, you really don't want them to move around. You just want them to stay in one area, and just, like, that's it. So really, for...
It's a punch. Ballistophobia, the fear of bullets and explosives. This one has an extra twist. Better stay on your toes.
So, specifically...
Experiment 81. Adverse reactions to specific stimuli can eventually move
I know a lot...
subject to near carefully measured exposure.
I know a lot of people would want to be up and close and personal on stuff, but I think, I honestly think if you do distance attacks, I think in the long run, you're gonna get through this game a lot faster. Like, for me...
And last but not least... wait, where's my canister? No, I'm out of gas. No matter. By now your minds are shattered. I'll take you down myself.
Yeah, bring it on.
Finally, my head is
But yeah,
that scarecrow before he escapes, shall we?
But yeah, realistically, I was thinking that, for the most part, that I would be able to, just kind of figure a lot of stuff out, and it would be a breeze and what have you. You're going to see eventually in cutscene.
The only thing to fear is no longer the only thing to fear. Now, instead of a handful of heroes, there are hundreds, thousands. Defeating the Scarecrow is no
honestly, when you look at a villain like that, you can just see how limited villains actually really are in this game. They don't look that scary. They don't look that menacing. They don't look like there's only one or two things that you can really go through or go to that really look like scary or what have you. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to just be more visually interesting in the future. So yeah, I don't know. Figure it out, without a doubt. I'm sure there's probably a lot of points where I paused and then I didn't remember what I said. So I'm sorry for that, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Um, hopefully, to greener and better pastures. Hopefully this game will record well, and then hopefully I can get more of it done and kind of keep playing around with it. Um, like I said, there's about 100 characters that I'd probably want to eventually go into, maybe different power sets, maybe different whatevers. So we'll just kind of see how that goes. So goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.